COVID-19 pandemic no doubt brought in its wake lots of anxiety, trauma and pains to those that lost their lives, loved ones. Words like lockdown, social distancing, quarantine, isolation center, flattening the curve, and new normal are gradually being relegated to the background. But at the peak of the pandemic, those words took center stage. At present, it would appear that people no longer think of COVID-19, but are weed out of the woods yet. As available statistics from the NCDC indicate a spike in COVID-19 confirmed cases in 15 states. Rivers State inclusive with 155 cases between July 28th and August 1st. Today on Panorama, we shall be looking at the spike in cases in Rivers State and other effort by government and relevant agencies to stem the tide. I am Doris Akomoye. Welcome on board. President Muhammadu Buhari granted audience to the Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, Amina Mohammed. State House correspondent Adamu Sabo reports that the visit is in furtherance of the ongoing strategic engagement by the United Nations with critical stakeholders aimed at finding lasting solutions to the challenges affecting the West African sub-region. Before consulting President Buhari, the UN Deputy Scribe, accompanied by the Special Representative of the UN Secretary General for West Africa and the Sahel, had visited 5 ECOWAS countries. Discussion centered on the unconstitutional changes of governments in Mali, Guinea, and Burkina Faso. Details of the high-level engagement held behind closed doors were not disclosed. It will be recalled, however, that last Thursday, the new president of ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Aliou Touré, had confirmed to President Buhari the military transition in Mali and Burkina Faso is on course, but a lot of attention is required on the situation in Guinea. The Hydroelectric Power Producing Area Development Commission had concluded plans to train 916 KB youths in the acquisition of different skills to enable them become self-reliant. The managing director of the commission, Abubakar Sadiq Yelwa, disclosed this at a 2-day workshop for master trainers in Birnin Kebbi, the Kebbi state capital. Abubakar Umaru Ilalu reports.
The Youth Transformation Program of Hyperdeck is meant for graduates and non-graduates who are to be trained for 3 and 6 months on different skills for self-reliance. Abubakar Sadiq Yelwa, represented, explained that the commission keyed into the President Muhammadu Buhari's youth empowerment initiatives by adopting the youth-centric approach toward delivering on its mandate of providing succor to communities ravaged by the prolonged effects of hydroelectric power production. He added that Hyperdeck has carefully designed the program, which mark a major milestone in assisting the youth to learn preferred skills that will enable them contribute meaningfully to the socio-economic development of their respective environment.
This program is for you. It's for all of you. This will make you and prepare you to face challenges in life and to improve your lives also, physically, mentally, spiritually, economically, and even socially.
Other stakeholders at the occasion explained that through initiatives like this, the attention of the youth can be refocused to divert their attention away from the negative tendencies in the society.
The Commission has designed 36 different trade areas, of which the applicants have selected different trade areas of their choice. I cannot count the number of times I've attended programs by Hyperdeck that have direct impact on our lives, and especially the youth.
They called on all the participants to take their training seriously to achieve the desired result. Abdullah Omar Ilalu, NTA News.
In a related development, the federal government is deepening effort in building the capacity of youth and women of the Niger Delta region towards economic independence. This is evident in the testimonies from beneficiaries The federal government is deepening effort in building the capacity of youths and women of the Niger Delta region towards economic independence. This is evident in the testimonies from beneficiaries of the Livelihood Improvement Project. Osinachi Abraham reports.
A life was just at, let me say, at a stagnant point, because I graduated since 2014, or at this point in life they have empowered us to create employment for other youths and women around us.
Many women and youths can relate with Agbado's story of joblessness and lack, which oftentimes translates to poverty and confusion. But her case and that of many other young people is different now with the intervention of Livelihood Improvement Family Project, an initiative of the federal government to address youth unemployment and restiveness in the Niger Delta region.
I'm currently undergoing my apprenticeship stage, so I aspire to become an incubator one day and partner with LifeND to train others and try to elevate poverty from Nigeria.
The program has a technical component that is designed to enhance the economic opportunities of rural women and youths.
We are guided always by our project development objectives, which are to increase income, enhance income, food security, and job creation for rural youth and women through agro enterprises development on a sustainable basis in the Niger Delta. Setting up and strengthening relevant structures are quite prerequisites for sustainable development.
And he has equally put up a step together and to be able to train the youths and women, to be able to empower them to access finance, to be able to improve on whatever they are doing.
Beneficiaries were given loans to help grow their agro businesses to create more employment opportunities for economic self-reliance. In Port Harcourt, Osinachi Abraham, NTA News.
A break beckons. When we return, we'll have more stories to stay with us.
The vaccine offers hope for a safe country free of coronavirus. I urge all state governments, traditional and religious leaders to take the lead in the mobilization effort within their environment and spheres of influence. I similarly urge all eligible Nigerians to present themselves and be vaccinated in accordance with the order of priority already mapped out at the various authorized designated centers only.
Nigeria has, in the last few weeks, witnessed resurgence in coronavirus infection cases, with Rivers State accounting for a greater number of recorded cases. Experts reiterate that preventive approaches or vaccination. Nigeria has, in the last few weeks, witnessed resurgence in coronavirus infection cases, with Rivers State accounting for a greater number of recorded cases. Experts reiterate that preventive approaches or vaccination, use of face masks, hand washing, and limiting crowd events are still recommended to curb the spread of the virus. Chidebere Onya reports.
Although coronavirus cases dropped significantly in Nigeria within the past 1 year, new cases of the deadly virus are beginning to rise again. Just recently, the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, reported 412 cases of COVID-19, of which Rivers State recorded 160 cases. This has left many asking what could be responsible for the present exponential increase.
Rivers State has one of the highest rates of testing across the country. So Many states may be having it, but they are not testing, so you are not seeing the cases. But in Rivers State, we have very robust testing facilities and a very good testing program, and that's why we're likely to see, we have been seeing a lot more cases than many of the other states.
Worried that COVID-19 induced culture of face mask use, social distancing, hand hygiene, among others, are gradually waning amongst residents, medical experts called for the reinforcement of the adoption and adherence of various preventive measures put in place by health advisories, and most importantly, vaccination to help flatten the curve of the virus.
After the time we had the high in case of COVID and lockdown and everything, we are quite relaxed now. We still think there should be more sensitization going on to let people know that we are still facing the same danger.
COVID-19 is still transmitted through respiratory droplets of an infected person. Nigerians are therefore advised to support government's efforts by protecting themselves from contracting the virus and averting its escalation. In Port Harcourt, Chidiebere Onyea, NTA News.
I've been joined in the studio by Dr. Samson Parker, former Commissioner for Health, Rivers State. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
COVID-19 recently is on the increase. It is obvious that we are not yet out of the wood. What should we be doing at this time?
Well, thank you for inviting me. And we should not forget that we are dealing with a virus, and it's everywhere. Anytime it could resurface, particularly when we have climate change here and insurgency, security issues. Health personnel cannot get to where they should get to. The health systems remain weak, and people are still stubborn to go for testing and resisting the preventive measures of social distancing, hand washing, and all the rest. So you don't expect the COVID-19 to just be wished away like that. And I must say that sustainability in our health system is not even in the books for the government of Nigeria. We still rely on foreign aids for how to tackle our issues. If you remember quickly, Ebola came, and immediately after Ebola, we forgot about Ebola. All the lessons we learned from Ebola, we threw them into the ocean. The same thing after the peak period of COVID, we are also forgotten, both individuals and government. We are forgetting so soon about how many people died. We have forgotten the relations we lost, and we have thrown ourselves back open to the disease. At the borders, they are no longer checking entrance in the country. From the epidemic is still very, very present in Europe, in China, in the United States, and all the rest. But they just come in and go in. At the borders, the immigration officers, the port health people, just let people in. Our borders are too porous. So while this remains, I don't think that we are yet to do for COVID-19.
Okay, now that we have increased cases in Rivers State, do you think we are ready if there's an emergency?
Yeah, we're never ready. No state in the country is ready to face any health emergency because the structures are not there. The systems are not there. An epidemic is a federal issue. And what is the budgeting for that? We're only ready for fire brigade approach when it comes. Very soon, all our centers, are you seeing where are those isolation centers that were built during that time, during the COVID-19? And do you still find them anywhere in the country? No. Are you still thinking about face mask? Nobody is talking about it. It's gone. The field is gone. Probably COVID-19 has gone. Another one will come. We'll come back again and rush into it. There is no sustainability of our health or thinking about building our health systems.
Okay, that brings me to the question of if some of those centers, isolation centers, are even equipped. Are they equipped?
Are you talking about whether they're equipped or they're still there? In 2014, I built isolation centers when I was commissioner. Is it still there? It's been ripped apart. So sustainability is the issue in our health system. Funding and sustainability. Pharmacies, nurses, looking for jobs.
Okay, so let's take a look at the manpower. Do we have enough health personnel on ground?
They help us. There are a lot of people, doctors, pharmacists, nurses, looking for jobs in the country. Nobody's talking about that. And again, you heard about ASU on being on strike for so many months. Nobody's talking about them. Why? They can't pay them. Is it the doctors and the nurses they will employ and pay? You know, it's a sorry state. It's a sorry state. The personnel are not enough. We're not enough. We don't have, if any other thing happens, we'll only go to church. You know, we are a very religious country. We'll go to the church, we'll go to the mosque, we'll go to our traditional babalawos to help us. So far, they've been helping us. We passed Ebola, we passed COVID ourselves, that COVID is still with us. We should not forget social distancing. We should not forget our hand washing. We should not forget sneezing into our elbows. And if there is any illness, you see the ones that are available, the health centers that are available, and meet the doctors. And those that are privileged to be traveling, going out and coming in, please, when you come, surrender yourself, submit yourself for testing. For those that are not vaccinated, if you have not vaccinated, please go to the vaccine centers and get vaccinated. The boosters are available. At least the international community is still helping us to give us those vaccines. Go, take advantage of it. Thank you.
Okay, Doc, what is your part in short for the people watching right now?
Well, we are on our own. Let me tell you the truth. Take care of your health. Take care of your health. Thank you.
Okay, I've been speaking with Dr. Samson Parker, former Commissioner for Health, Rivers State. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Moving ahead, the World Bank and NGOs are currently in partnership which will provide integrated support to 330 farmers within Kogi West Senatorial Zone. The initiative has been flagged off with the distribution of agricultural and farm inputs to the beneficiaries. Francis Odoju reports.
The decision by the World Bank in collaboration with NGOs to support states of the Federation is necessitated by the effect of COVID-19. Agricultural aids to farmers include fertilizers, cassava, and other inputs that can improve livelihood. In Kogi State, the program has now been flagged off in the Western Senatorial District in addition to the Eastern and Central Districts through the Fadamatu project. The state coordinator NGKS, Sani Mohammed, performed the ceremony on behalf of the state governor, Yahya Bello, at Insolu.
The state government decided to key into the NTA program to provide this resources so that you can improve your yield, you can add value to what you have produced.
330 farmers cutting across Yagba West and East, Mupamuro, as well as Kababunu, benefited from the initiative.
There is no money to maintain our farm, but right now I know it will be easier for us to maintain it now.
The one I've been planting did not give me so much fruit, but I believe as they explained this one to us, it will yield and change my life and the life of my children.
They may appear dry outside, but if you plant it, it will grow. Because it is hardy, it can resist drought. It has a yield of 30 tons. We have experimented with it for the past 5 years.
Kogi State government, however, expects a multiplier effect on the investments in a short period of farming. From Insolu, Western Senatorial District, Francis Sudojo, NTA News.
For peace and stability in the world, women have been urged to take up political positions. This was at the national prayer for peace and security in the world. Ijoma Ugoke reports.
The 7-day conference commenced with prophetic action that lit up the atmosphere. Representatives of Rivers and Bayelsa state government, different countries from America, Nigeria, Cameroon, United Kingdom, Ivory Coast, Caribbean islands, Sierra Leone, Liberia and Angola, amongst others, were at present at the conference to seek the face of God concerning wars, tribulation, religious and political crises in countries of the world.
God is actually working in the 7 spheres of society. We're encouraging women to rise up, to train themselves, to take up positions, in all these spheres of influence and bring kingdom influence into these places.
We cannot pray in vain. Women have been fasting, they've been praying. God will visit us with progress.
Speaking on the theme of the conference, Let the Fire Fall, Professor Vincent Anibog said the security threats and all forms of criminality witnessed in parts of the world have given rise for the fire of God to come down. Hence, Christians should wake up and raise their voices in prayers for solutions.
We need God, and we are asking Him to come in that power, in that energy, to energize us, to do the right thing.
When we pray passionately, the Lord will do something.
Women pray, God hears. When widows pray, God hears. When mothers pray, God hears.
The International Conference of Willing Women held at the City of Refuge, Echie River State, is an annual event that brings women from countries of the world together to proffer solutions on issues bordering on families and the society. In Port Harcourt, Ijo Mugweke, NTA News.
Let's join Ocheng Bede for sports updates.
Ahead of their second Group C game against leader South Korea on Sunday, Super Eagles captain Ahmed Musa has sent a motivational message to the Falconets, urging the girls to go all out, making sure they win the game to qualify to the quarterfinals. The Falconets are currently second behind the Asians after Flourish Sebastian's 85th minute goal gave the side a 1-0 win over tournament favourite France in their opening game on Friday. Today's clash between Nigeria and Korea will determine who tops Group C. Still on football, Manchester United continued their poor display of last season in the current 2022-2023 season, losing their second game away to Brentford 4-0, giving the new manager Ten Hag a disappointing start at the club. United are currently bottom of the league table with 0 points from 2 games. Meanwhile, in other result of matches played Saturday, Aston Villa beat Everton 2-1 at home as Arsenal maintained their perfect start, beating Leicester City 4-2. Champions Manchester City were the better side against Bournemouth, beating them 4-0. And finally, to gymnastics. Team Nigeria, to the ongoing International Clubs Championship in South Africa, has won 5 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze, totaling 7 medals for Nigeria. Sensational gymnast Stephanie Ozurika won gold in the junior Olympic level with Gbemisola Adebayo, Chiwendu Okpaku, and her sister Francisca, as well as Sophia, Awal, and Harriet all won gold, while Esther Awal won silver, and the bronze medal was won by Adila Adedeji. 9 young gymnasts are currently representing Nigeria in the championship aimed at exposing youngsters to modern gymnastic equipment. With sports update, Oche Ngbedi, NTA News.
That is it on Panorama from Port Harcourt Network Center. Always remember to join hands with NTA in the fight against rape and rapists. Good afternoon.
Thank you.